ally. Please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
Hello, good morning. That was from Mr. Piggy Piggy from 8 hours ago. I don't think he's here right now. He ninja subscribed while I was away, trying to be sneaky. We are appreciative of his sneakiness. All right. Well, the photo shoot with our Sam Porter piece went really well, and yeah, we did it. We met our deadline. Good job, everybody. I still have some. I have to finish off the piece by adding a back to it, but other than that, it doesn't have to be shipped out till early July. So the deadline was for the finished kind of social media reel. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it'll be good. Always feels good to complete those challenges. That's for sure. My coffee machine broke last night. It went kaput. It served me well. But it made its final cup. Have to go get a new one. That poor drip machine's been through a lot. It deserves its eternal rest. And so thankfully the missus made me a lovely cappuccino this morning, so that'll have to do. It is very tasty. So today we're gonna work on painting the mimic. Just kind of finish off the week, kind of how it started. And then next week we'll be getting right back into our normal lineup. So, all right, let's grab some colors here. What'd you miss? Oh, I was just talking about the everything went well with the photo shoot, and that my old drip coffee machine broke. It made its last cup last evening. Okay. I was gonna say. Sorry, folks. No coffee, no stream. I was gonna resort to drinking the leftovers from yesterday, but I think the missus couldn't handle that, so she opted to make me a cappuccino with her espresso machine. Espresso. Pinky's held high today. I ain't afraid to drink day old coffee. No. Let's see. We got some metallic colors here. All right. So we last left off. I've done it, but I don't like it. I don't like what I've become. The depravity I will go to get a cup of coffee. We've all done the desperate gas station coffee stop. Sometimes that can be good, actually. It all depends, I think, on who's working. I've gotten some gas station, just a regular black gas station coffee, and it tastes like instead of beans, they like emptied the garbage can into the coffee machine. It's like, wow, how do you mess it up? It's so simple. It's like the simplest thing to make. Dark tone. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what other colors I need here. That's enough to get us going, I think. Oh, I need paper. I'm gonna show Mr. Sam Porter for those that didn't get a chance to see him finished up. Got onions in the garden starting to drop. That's how you know when onions are ready. They like tip over. Get a little crease at the base of them. What's up, Clayton? I mounted it temporarily on this. I made this little stand for it, so when we videoed it, it was just easier to kind of do a nice turnaround video. I'm quite happy with it. I'm really happy with the way the skin tone paint job worked out. It's kind of a fairly newish technique, and it does work out really good. Just very slowly building up many layers of that thin, yellows. And there's, there's probably should have showed this while I was painting it, but the darker iris, darkening that. Yeah, those little details really matter. Let's see. Color zones on face. I used a chart like, let me show you. Something like this. To show, that there really are these zones of color on the face. Now this is you'll see this a lot used in the painting world and drawing, but it's essentially the same principles. You can just apply it to sculpture. So you just kind of focus those tints. So you start with a base skin color, and then you start adding these very, very watery tints of color. Yellows, reds, and blues. And it worked out great. Really did.
Let's see. I was thinking we would go in with some shaders here. One of these quick shades on the fur. Just not sure which one. Maybe strong tone. Just to kind of push in some of the depth between the texture.
All right, have a good lurk.
That emote's funny.
Hail, noble ally. Please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
Happy Friday to you, Mr. Norris Eric. Thank you very much, my friend. Tree of Life Essence.
Let's see what we got here.
That's right. Even the smallest spark has the potential to ignite the mightiest of flames. That's true. Unless everything is wet. Because it just rained. And you got no chance. You're gonna need more than a small spark. But fireworks season knowledge, yeah. There we are. Nice and fresh. Yeah, I will be. Yeah. I don't really get into holidays around here too much, so. I used to like fireworks when I was younger, but then I had a baby and dogs. That made me not like them so much. I, I now fully understand how those old grouchy people are formed. One little step at a time. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna be jumping into the design of the head. So still definitely very early. I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, man, I always hated it because the when you got like a young child, a young baby, and you're getting like no sleep, and then a day like 4th of July comes around, it was always the worst because you know you'd finally get to sleep, a firework goes off, dog gets set off, and then wakes up the baby, and it's like this endless cycle of that happening over and over again. Sleep is hit or miss. Okay. Yeah. How old is your child there, Norshark? You're probably getting pretty close to the. It doesn't really last that long. Looking back, the age of not getting consistent sleep. 2. Okay. Yeah. You're in the laying down with them for like 2 or 3 hours till they fall asleep kind of phase. Not that long. I'm over exaggerating, but like the going to bed routine and then sneaking out of the room once they fall asleep. It's a process. That gets better. We're in the we go and hang out with her for a little bit, and then
to what
she
I
goes.
say.
Then it's like, all right, go to bed now.
Time does not even cost a dime.
Hey, potato. Thank you so much for the 3 months, my friend. Thank you for supporting my work. I appreciate that. Cheers. The only thing about cappuccinos is they're really good, but there's just not. I'm a quantitative coffee drinker. I'd rather have a large quantity of watered down coffee than a small, delicious, high quality little cappuccino. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Yeah. It's more of the the hand to mouth habit. Routine and comfort, right? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely enjoy when I get a nice little caffeine buzz going. That's for sure. You know what I'm talking about? There's a particular part of the coffee drinking experience where you start to get a little caffeine buzz, and then but you never. It's like once a day. It's usually like, I mean, and the effects of caffeine are definitely better when you've not had some in a while. Maybe that's why the morning cup is so nice. Hey, what's up, Digital? This is a character from a idea I have about the... So, it's from the realm of D&D, but you know how in Dungeons and Dragons we only really know what's going on in the dungeons when the adventurers are there tearing the place up and taking all the loot? Well, this is one of my first ideas, playing off of this thought of what's happening in the dungeon when the players aren't there, you know? And so I came up with this idea of this like colony of mice people that hunt dungeon creatures once a year. Specifically, this group specializes in mimics, but almost like how those whale hunter tribes in the real world hunt one whale a year to like sustain their village. So I just think it's funny, this idea that there's this mimic in these dungeon pretending to be a chest sitting there waiting for an adventurer, and the thought of like 30 years going by before like an actual adventurer comes through that particular cavern, you know? Can you imagine the anticipation for the mimic? all to just be seen because somebody rolled a 20 on perception. This is or like the fate of this particular mimic getting slaughtered for meat for this village of mice. So it really got me thinking about just more ideas as far as like different stories that are going on in the dungeon while the players are not there, you know. There's got to be a lot of downtime, a lot of in-between moments when the players are not there. Excuse me. Thank you. Hey, привет. Hey, Mr. Rare Rubber. How you doing? What the? Man. Twitch needs to fix that. I swear that hype train system's busted. Okay. Let's use a lighter toned shade for the areas that are supposed to be white. So probably this soft tone here.
Oh my goodness. How long have I been muted? I was just telling you how I've been relatively on time this morning. And that it maybe if you had tapped on the screen earlier, I would have been on time. It's your fault. Did Looney Lorna hear me say hi to you? Hey, what's up, Frost? How you doing, man? Thank you. Ignora. I totally introduced you and I was talking to you the whole time. You just didn't hear it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Hey, Scorpio Seb, how you doing? If a sculptor welcomes you while muted, is it still rude? Yes. I think you're to assume that they don't like you and are intentionally ignoring you. I think that's how that goes. In fact. You should get very upset about it. That is the rules of the chat. Thank you. Yeah, it really came together. It's funny because I kind of chose the colors based on what I had just available on the table at the time. They really come together, don't they? use some of this towards the base of the feet. Yeah. It could have worked. Bless an orange mouse. Real folks. As down to earth as you can get. There's an environment, isn't there? Every person very unique. I do have to say that, though. I can certainly appreciate that. True to themselves and unique. I much prefer that than people being fake. Right. I'm just gonna gloss up the eyes so you can kind of see how that's gonna look. Trust me when I say I've seen it all. I was a department manager of the electronics department inside of a Walmart a long time ago. It wasn't so bad, but you definitely saw a lot of characters, that's for sure. Most, I guess, radical situation that happened was, you know, I got to design the department how I wanted it, and I had a little do you guys sell HDMI? Yeah. I had a little, like, couch setup, you know, like a living room setup in the department, and I had Star Wars playing on the TV. And, you know, it was just a normal day, and all of a sudden I hear, I'm like, what the heck is that sound, you know? And I look up and I go over to the next aisle to see what's going on. There was a guy sitting on the couch watching Star Wars, and he grabbed a whole case of canned air off of the shelf. And he was just opening them up and just spraying them into his mouth. This guy was like out of this world. There's no reaching him. I was like, excuse me? Sir? Hello, are you there? He was just like, he was in the fifth dimension. And yeah, so I ended up having to call the police to have him removed. that was about it. That'll smash a few brain cells. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I kept thinking about like how bitter that must have tasted. Because you know when you're using canned air and you just get a random super bitter taste. It's because they put bitterant in the cans to prevent people from doing that. So there's something in there. There's something to it. It definitely does get you high. So, but I don't know. Can't say I've ever partaken in canned air personally. The bitter taste of desperation. Yeah, right. Now, the store I was at was not. There's definitely, it depends on which store you go to, because there's stores that are in areas that are not as good. The store that I was in was a little bit more out in the kind of like the countryside over in Colorado. So it was just a lot of older people and kind of like the farmer crowd. But every once in a while we'd get, you know, a situation like that. The Walmart, like in like Aurora, Colorado, or somewhere closer to the city, it was a lot more eventful, we'll just say. Cappuccino? Hey, Ina makes the best cappuccino in town. I guarantee it. We try every time I find a new coffee shop, we always go and try their cappuccino. It's always terrible. Every time. I don't know if you guys noticed, there's all these coffee shops that are popping up that are like, they kind of are perceived as mom and pop coffee shops, but you look inside and they got the million pumpers of different syrups for making like the custom energy drinks. It's like, what the heck kind of coffee shop is this? That's that young generation coffee. The what is it? The Tino's flavor syrups. It's like, yeah, and you just see them like pumping this stuff into like one drink. It's like, oh my goodness, man, please stop. Don't do that. This is not coffee. This is evil. It's all flavor mom and pops. No, you can tell they like design. It's like small little coffee shop, well put together, good signage. A little bit of a hipsterish vibe to it. It's like I can tell by the inside of it, like the way that they set up the back room. It's probably all owned by the same person, but they're trying to create this perception of like a mom and pop little shop, you know. But the reality is probably they probably own like 30 stores, you know, just all named differently. It's pretty smart, but yeah. It's something I've noticed. And then you go to these places and you ask them to make you like a normal, like a latte or you know, with no pumps of anything, or a cappuccino. And it's almost like it's like their first time, you know, the baristas. They're like, what, no flavor, sir? No flavor. just coffee. No flavorings. I use mostly Reaper miniature paints. Right now I'm using these Army Painter quick shades. But usually most of the colors are done with Reaper paints. Black coffee? That'll be $7.95. Spins iPad around. It's just gonna ask you some questions here. Tip percentage. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, maybe like $5 for a medium latte or cappuccino. I was quite shocked. I was at the grocery store yesterday and saw a pack of steaks. You know, like probably about 3 or 4 different steaks, thinner ones. The pack's at $49 something, $49.95. I'm like, what the heck?
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
That's it. I'm buying a cow. I'm gonna start propagating cows in my backyard until somebody tells me to stop. Hey, Sonny, thank you so much for the gifted sub, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Sonny. Could get whiskey for less. What's the raw materials used to make whiskey? What sort of plant or what is it derived from? The old whiskey plant. Grow it in my backyard. The whiskey tree. Wheat, rye. Yeah, so it's just grains. Grains are cheap. It's the process you pay for, not the ingredients, I guess. All right, I'm gonna start filling in the clothing. So we need a color for the rope color. Buckskin pale, I think, for the rope. We already got the metal colors. What else? I think I do want to do a green for the cape. Like this Highland moss green kind of color. Not super rich, but kind of faded. What's this one? Shadow green. Ooh. Oxide brown. Ooh. Olive drab. Maybe I'll get a brass tone metallic. Brass color. Jade green. Let's see. Use this as a base for the rope color.
Delivery, but it costs money for this delivery.
Money?
Yeah.
Whoa, what are you delivering?
Wisdoms for 6.
Oh.
6 golden coins.
Oh, okay. Well, Yo, I forgot I put in an order for that. Hold on 1 second. Let me get you your money.
This is my bank.
Let me see here. Got some golden coins here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1 extra for tip.
Thank you.
7. Oh, there you go.
And here you go.
Ah.
Pour those in.
I'll give you your basket back 1 second.
Oh, wow, you do need wisdom.
I only had 1 left.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not
I don't think
even
this
cost a
will not be
dime.
enough to make it fall.
Nah, but it'll be enough to last me a while. Mariano, thank you for the 5 months, Mariano. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna use this in my hat.
Very nice.
Just kidding.
Good shopkeeper hat. All right, here you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye. All right, stocked up on wisdoms. Now there's a wizard that lives in the neighboring village that is a conjurer of wisdom, and I trade him magical things for magical things. She's just the delivery girl. Everything's for sale. Everything.
Fix the tip button. What do you mean? I didn't know there's anything wrong with it. Should be working. Keep trying both iPad and iPhone. Didn't you have this? I think you had this problem last time too. It's weird. So what, you click on it and nothing happens? Doesn't pop up or nothing? What about in chat when the chat link pops in? Oh. That way, sir. Oh wait, that way. Nope. I'm gonna need you to try that again, Korvik. It didn't go through. Yeah, test failed. Let's try again. Hey, thank you. Well, it works. Okay, maybe it's just an issue with mobile then. Did you do that on mobile, Korvik, or was that on PC? Do I know if Justin Gerard is ever going to stream again? I don't know. Legends say that when the armies from the northwest and south march upon Stoneheim,
Greetings, fellow adventurer.
Justin Gerard will
We've got
return
everything you need to rest and
restore
refuel.
peace in the kingdom. Chicho. Hey, thank you for the 3 months, man. Appreciate that. Let me get you. Ah. What's up, Cave Geek? There's a button under stream. Gadgets, please. Okay, so PC then. Okay. On browser on PC, it just keeps trying to load. Weird. Okay. I didn't know that was an issue. Well, what's with that? I'll look into it. Thanks. What have you been up to there, Mr. Cave Geek? Mermaid tears. Ah. Special cases. Looney Lorna. Finally. No volume on the... What? Really? Oh, jeez, that resets a little bit too. It has to be set to this. Refund them both. Let me see it. Let's see if this works. No, my OBS just randomly switches the audio input to default for no reason, and I just don't know unless I check it. I wonder, it's got to be a Streamlabs thing. I wonder if that's, maybe we should make the tipping switch over to something else. Happens every time window updates. I hate it. Yeah. The joys of streaming, am I right? Oh, there we go. Recent events. It's being a little bit slow, the Streamlabs website. Let's see if this works.
Well, I normally don't take coin from magic, but
I'm just gonna deduct some more money from Looney Lorna's account here. There we go.
Finally.
We'll take some from Corvic again, too.
could someone please direct me to the cnotbusch king? Which direction is that?
Testing.
Testing. All right. All right, it worked that time, Corvic. Good, good. No, it doesn't happen very often. I think it is just probably like a Windows update resetting my, or yeah, maybe it could be. Could be. Well, I appreciate you subscribing now there, Chi. Appreciate that very much. Here's your wisdom for this month. And thank you very much, Looney Lorna. Thank you, Corvic. Thank you guys very much for the support. I appreciate it. Looks can be deceiving. You never know who might be a hero in disguise. Yes. We shall trudge through the workday together, at least for part of it. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll look into that, Looney Lorna, and see if that's an ongoing issue with them, and if it is, maybe I'll take a look at like setting up stream elements or something for tips for the future. We'll figure it out. Oh, interesting. Like, you scroll all the way down and then it doesn't work, but if you scroll back up, then it does work. Interesting. I'm just wondering if it's a stream, what the source is, what the cause. Someone else said it was loading, though, so you're not the only one. little bit sneezy this morning. Oop. All right, now I'm gonna add this this toner here. Oh, excuse me. Hey. $17 months. Oh, let me get it going. Let me get going here.
Well met, loyal friend. You've made a real impact on the realm. Thank you for your contributions.
Thanks, Tegan. Thank you for holding it down over there, man. I think you're one of two that are, sticking with me. I think it might be. Is it you and Professor over on Kick? 17 months. I think you pretty much subscribed from the beginning. So pretty much you have to stay subscribed as long as I stream here, so I can know how long I've been here. That's your new job. Yep. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking with me. Broken heart for you. Broken heart potion.
Hail, noble ally.
Oh.
Please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
Art Splunge with the 48 months. Tier 2. Thank you so much, Art Splunge, for sticking with me for a very long time and for being a Tier 2 subscriber. So, thank you. Thank you. All right, let me read Tegan's wisdom, and I'll get you yours right after. In every adventure, there is risk, but without risk, there can be no reward. That's right. Calculated risks.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery.
Whoa.
Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Anonymous gifter gifting out a sub there. Thank you. I have a secret admirer. Thank you very much, secret admirer, for supporting my work. Alright, Arts Blunge, since you're a tier 2 sub, you get to choose between Magic Mushroom and Clone Me Juice. Make your choice. Ah, thank you, Tegan. Choose wisely. In one of these battles, hold your fate for the next month. Magic Mushroom, okay. Good choice. Let's see what we got here. There go all the new wisdoms. Hey, that's fine. That's a good thing. It's like when a shop sells out of goods. Let not the whispers of doubt drown the resolute melody of your dreams. Let not the whispers of doubt drown the resolute melody of your dreams. Isn't that interesting too? And doubt always starts as a whisper. And the more you listen to it, the louder it gets. Until it's shouting at you from the rooftops. So, don't listen to doubt. Let it be a whisper that you brush off and don't listen to. Sounds like trouble. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Nothing good comes from doubting. Nothing. Oh, you should try it, Sarah. It's great. Yeah, it's great. I'm actually playing Enshrouded right now with the missus, and my clone just has to sit here and sculpt and paint all day. So, I'm the clone, by the way. But you know, that's what I was made for. So, you know, I'm appreciative. He feeds me, you know. Like a homemade mix. A little bowl of slop every day. I do enjoy my clone slop. It's a good arrangement. I get to do what I was made for. He gets to do what he was. It's a win-win. Wins all around. Nah, let's do this belt here. Goes around his waist. Maybe this oxide brown. Or this color here called oiled leather. Ooh. Me? Oh, I don't need to watch documentaries. I know. Sounds like something I would like to watch. You should. It's better to know than to not know. Don't be afraid of the truth, Looney Lona. You know what we're afraid of when we're encountering something like that isn't actually the information. It's the fact that we're gonna have to change once we know the information. It's change. Change is what we're afraid of. Was ignorance is bliss. We don't want to pop our bubble of bliss. I'd rather know than not know. Yeah. Yeah, get as close to the whole ingredient as you can get. That's the kind of safest bet with anything. Of course, you can't avoid everything, but you gotta pick your battles. The more mulched up something is, the more they can hide profit saving things. Maybe that's why burgers and sausages are so popular. Mimic meat. Those types of changes, though, they take time, man. They really do. You know, looking back on me and Ina and our kind of path of changing as for how we eat and all that stuff. Takes a lot. It takes a lot of time to break out of certain ways of doing things and buying things. Takes many steps. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. Tasty. It is, honestly. You know, when I was younger, I was never really into cooking, but I've certainly, as I've gotten older, I really have a passion for it, and yeah. Once you kind of get a little bit down the learning how to cook skill tree, all of a sudden you realize everything is better at home, even better than restaurants, you know. Quality ingredients, you know, everything's cooked with care without trying to be rushed because of timing and whatnot. The difference, so then you start to realize, okay, so why do I want to go and get food from somewhere? And it all boils down to simple convenience. That's it. That's the reality of it. It's the not having to work to make the meal, then work to clean it up. Because the food is always better at home. Tastes better, better ingredients. But when you go out to eat, you don't have to. You just kind of sit there and say, hey, I want that. And then there it is. Then you eat, and then it gets cleaned up. And it's so really, that is what you're paying for. You're not paying for a better meal. You're paying for convenience. There you go. Food, I think food is probably the biggest widely used and propagated drug. Food is a drug. And it's a tasty one, that's for sure. Would you like some corn with your corn? I'll have one corn with a side of corn sauce on a corn bun. I can offer you a cobbed corn on a cob of corn. Isn't that funny how that goes? It's really weird when you talk about something with somebody in person and then you see like a Facebook ad about that thing that you were talking about that you didn't even like search or nothing. And it's like, okay. Nice. Real nice. Dystopian technocracy, here we come. Soon there'll be like tiny little drone bugs that like pop advertisements like right up next to us, like little fly-sized little drone projector. Pop up like IRL ads. Have to like swat it away just like a fly. Get out of here. Pop-up blocker will be like a predatory robot insect that just kills the ad flies. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. It's crazy how we're like almost just like a step outside. we're a step outside of like all the Black Mirror episodes combined. Just a one societal step. It used to be you'd watch like Twilight Zone or something, and it'd be just something not even not even something we would think being a possibility. I wish I could say I didn't fall victim to. Look, they wouldn't put so much money into it if it didn't work. Right? I always think it's funny when I'm already using something or have something and I get an advertisement for the thing that I already have. It's like, well, that was money wasted. I already have my business. That happens a lot. Probably most of the stuff I get advertised to has like there's this learning program that Emma's using that I'm already subscribed to. I didn't even find it through advertising. I researched it out, found it, but now I'm getting advertised about it. It's like, I already have it. Stop. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that the crazy thing? As soon as they start wanting to put computer chips in your brain, that's a big red flag. Right now, we're not very hackable, being only biological. It's not very easy to do. We should probably keep it that way. Social media has entered the chat. So you would do the brain chips with two-factor authentication? Let me go refill my beverage and use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, boars? Be nice if it wasn't some ulterior motive to new tech. Yeah, right. But that's always gonna even if it's something is made without an ulterior motive, which I'm sure a lot of the times it is. There'll always be those people out there that will use it for an ulterior motive. Always. Okay, I'm thinking about making these ones brass. Oops.
Yeah, I sculpted this. And now we're painting it. And thank you. Thank you very much. What's on the syllabus for Sunday? I'm not sure. I have to reconnect with that and see what's. Probably start getting into the backpack. Yeah, I can see that. Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Smush, push clay around with a stick. We could get into. We honestly could go any direction at this point. But possibly backpack. I think what I'll do for more of like crucial areas like the head and the hands is that we just need a whole lesson just on those parts because they're such a crucial part and they do take a lot of time to do. So I can see we'll need to do like a whole lesson just to do the hands. Claws and tools. Yeah, I'm putting my robot's hands in his pockets. Both of them. That's what I was thinking. Just like the look of hands in pockets. What can I say? Oops. Me too. Okay, we need to get the clasp painted metallic. All right, let's start laying down some green. I think this color will be our base color, Highland Moss. Reaper Miniatures paints. Yeah, I like it too. Island moss green. What's the air speed velocity of an unladen swallow? I don't know. African or European swallow? right, let's see here. Hey, what's up, Peter? How goes the game? Is it living up to expectation? For those that haven't seen it yet, we ended up finishing our Death Stranding 2 piece for PlayStation. Just shot it yesterday, but really happy with how it turned out. Be finishing the back on that and getting it sent out. Game launched yesterday. Awesome, Peter. Always good to hear. So we're gonna make this look kind of like a bony, like something made out of bone. Let's see here. Oh, here's yellowed bone. Yes, I did know that, actually. That's why if you want to buy ground beef, you get it from a butcher. Or you meat grind it yourself. Just buy the meat. Grind it up. Not in this case, I think. Alright, let's base coat this with yellowed bone here. All right. I think that's a good spot for us to call it quits for the week. Let's take a look at how this is looking so far. Let me grab the plug-in. go. Still got a bit more to do on the actual mouse character, but made good progress today. And at the very end, we'll paint the tongue, so it blends in with the mimic. And we'll do some special effects like the UV resin on the eye and the little spit between the upper and lower jaw. All right. That's gonna finish her off for today. We're gonna head over to Discord and check out what you guys have been up to this week. This is a little thing I'm doing each week now, or on Friday I check the Discord and just hang out for a little bit with you guys before the end of the week. So let's go check it out. Let's see what everybody's been up to. If you're not part of the Discord, you can type in !Discord to join. There's lots of good stuff going on over there. Especially with the classes, which are every Sunday. Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? Weeks have been going by quick, that's for sure. We successfully got our PlayStation commission finished up. That's always a good feeling. Next week we'll be going back to our normal project lineup, so getting back into a lot more sculpting, a little bit of painting, and we'll carry on. You know, the Blue Dragon's really close to being finished. This one, of course, is very close to being done. There's just so much work getting done that we're gonna have to. A lot of the ones I really want to spend, I don't know, just get like an off-stream session to just kind of tidy things up with the paint work. And yeah, we'll be getting a lot of work out of here, clearing the way. So let's see, let's do this here. Welcome to the Discord. Creative corner. Okay, we definitely left off here. Okay, Custard. I'm not a sculptor, but I do like to paint sculptures for my own collection. My latest is a quarter scale Bella Lugisio Dracula bust. Okay. Italian Dracula. Very nice. That's a good clean paint job. Looks good. Oh wow. There's some really great detail on the eye there. Very nice. Okay, let me move this so it's not photo bombing us. Let's see here. Lama, I did a small steampunk fairy, my first human face ever. I'm happy with the result, but can't wait to start the lesson from the Ultimate Master. Yeah. Hey, it looks good. Cool. Not too bad. It's definitely stylized, kind of like a, you know, whatchamacallit? What's that game? What's that game we just played? Luma Island kind of character style. Chrono Trigger.
I don't know what that is. Oh, look, it painted. Cool. Yeah, good turnout. So I wonder if you're gonna do a drops of I could see doing drops of UV resin inside of there. I always thought about when you're gonna make goggles, you could do stuff like that. You paint everything and then you do two kind of lensed, but then it's kind of a risky move because it could change things, make it look weird, like big glasses, bug eyes or something, you know. All right. There we go. Had a lot of fun with this one. Let's see. Oh, I remember you sharing this before. That's cool. I love that. I love the idea of taking an existing object and turning it into, you know, a piece of artwork. I have some particularly shaped glass bottles, and eventually I'd like to do a class where we transform a normal glass bottle into like a, you know, like what would a magic potion, legendary looking potion in a game would look like, as like a desk ornament. So with lights and everything, I think we will do that at some point. How do I turn? Oh, let me see. I'll turn streamer mode off so I can see the names. There we go. Funka. All right. What Funka's been working on. Some flower art. Experimenting with patterns. Very stylized look. Is this coneflower? Echinacea. Kind of looks like a little bit like echinacea. Alpha Wyvern, it begins. Okay. In the painting phase. All right. You can see starting some highlights on the torso there. All right. Beginning of the paint job. Pretty pleased with the laces on sneaker 1 and the tongue, which is supposed to be the huge promise. Oh wait, which really is supposed to be that huge promise. Got it. Okay. The stitching at the front is a bit off. I might need to change tool and maybe use a magnifying glass. My eyes are getting old. All right. It's all right. Yeah, it looks good. Quite the tongue, the shoe tongue. I don't doubt that there's shoes like that out there. Rotten Canvas, first ever cosplay medium firm sculpt before baking and painting. Started with a basic concept. Oh, nice. That's cool. I have a hard time telling how big this is. It could either be really big or not that big. It'd be interesting to see how you approach the paint job. Definitely a lot of texture to work with on the face. Oh, let's see here. Am I able to see this? Route to go. Oh yeah, okay, we can. Oh, nice. That's really good. Kind of like the anime style for sure. Going with a patterned cloak. Always a pain in the butt. Yeah, really great job on the paintwork for sure. Oh, I just saw that on the sword. Look at that. Very nice. Highlights on the pants look really good. It really feeds into that style. Nice. Oh, another work by Funka. Messing around with what looks like oil pastels. Great job. Pair. Clayton, House of Creates. For Showcase Day, here's a couple of sculptures. This is my version of the Mimic from Chris's class and the dragon that he helped me with our one-on-one session. I like this dragon, but the armature was weak and it's broken in 4 spots now from sagging. Oh, wow. I learned from it, and my newer baby dragon would survive an asteroid strike. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a nice looking dragon. Turned out great. Oh, I do like that color shift between orange and the purpley, like pinky purples. I do like that. Face scales are always interesting. The faces of dragons, I almost find myself not doing much scales on the face because it's very easy to lose the shapes with scales. So I always consider doing like either a rough skin, or you just don't do any scale texture on the face, or you do just like a different style than like the plates, the big thick plates that are on the body. But yeah. All right, Mimic. Yeah. That looks so good. Really turned out great. I'd like to see, okay, so one thing that I usually don't like that is an easy fix is I'd like to see the texture of the woody part more of a dull finish than the inside of the mouth. So I don't know if it's just that angle or whatnot, but get yourself some of that ultra matte varnish and just paint that area dull, so it creates contrast between the shininess of here. It is matte IRL. Okay, good. Just, yeah, in this image, it can read like that the shininess is almost equivalent. That always throws me off. Good. Oh, you know, I wonder if that's just highlights. That might just be the highlights. That's a nice silhouette. You know, this part right here reads really good with the like highlights and the shadows and the colors. And then up here it's just a little bit lost a little bit there. Wonder if maybe there needs to be some more different color variation or something. I don't know. So yeah, this almost looks like out of a movie right here. Into the portal. You must go through the portal of the beast. Nice. Nice work, Clayton. Korvik, practicing heads anatomy is hard. Gremlin class is so useful to review and follow. All right. Yeah, you know, and that's what it's about. It's a formula. Once you get the formula down, then it's just, you just need repetition and fine tuning of your understanding, which you get through the repetition. So it was the same when I first started sculpting when I was like 10 years old. The book that my grandma had got me taught me the formula to make a character's head. And then I didn't need the book anymore. I just used this formula, this like steps to create a head, and I started tweaking little settings within the step, like size of nose, and and that's when the fun begins. But looks good. You have successfully created a head. It's good. I think, I'm usually not a big fan of like just repeating a certain, like, for the sake of practice. I always like combining your practice with a project, so you're getting the most amount of practice making finished work. But with heads, I would say it's very beneficial to practice just heads, because they are kind of like their own separate project. So, yeah, I think that is a good thing. Okay, no garden updates. Got some pets. I think there's something wrong with my dog. Oh yeah, we saw that before. Nope, looks good to me. Funny memes. Let's see here. Starting an evil playthrough of a game. This is where the fun begins. When I commit my first evil act, what have I done? A big one for me was, especially when I was younger, was Fable. It's funny. When I was younger, I felt more like I wanted to do like the bad guy playthroughs, but now it's like, I don't know. Maybe you get in the world and you experience true evil and badness, and it makes you not want to even pretend to be those kind of characters. It becomes less of fairy tale cool evil and more of like real, ugly evil. So it's interesting. Garden is a little underwhelming this year compared to last year so far. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could say the same. After my initial planting, this heat wave that we've been dealing with has made it not as nice to get out there. I'm going to get out there today, though, I think. So I harvested a few onions this morning. So, but there's a bunch of stuff back there that needs to be, harvested and tamed. So it's all growing and looking very nice. I just need to harvest. The harvest is upon us. So, but let's see here. Okay, that's it. All right, folks. Hey, thank you so much for joining me this week. We officially finished, successfully delivered on our PlayStation commission. Always awesome to do stuff like that. Hey, man, it's always so random, just all of a sudden there's a, I get tons of emails, like AI written emails about like promoting this or promoting that are like really don't go nowhere. But every once in a while you just get like an email from somebody and it turns into something like that. So we do have something lined up that's coming. It's actually, we're going to be doing 2 streams about an air bill Sony. Yeah. Now I think it's weird, when you're dealing with these big companies that you're not going straight to the top. It's all like segmented down. So like we're doing this project for PlayStation, but through like a third party that's like they're commissioned by PlayStation to look for content creators to make content for the launch of the game. So it's like you're usually never in direct communication. So sometimes, but yeah, we got another project coming up. It's only like a 2-day deal where we're gonna be we're getting sent an airbrush and we're gonna be showing. I'm gonna be tinkering around with it, messing with it, showing it off, and then yeah, so we got that coming up. Other than that, we're just gonna be back to our normal project lineup on Monday. So this Sunday is class. We'll be doing our next segment on the robot. We'll either jump into sculpting the hands, or we'll jump into doing the backpack. So get your dunk tank ready for the new airbrush. I know. I think we decided after the promotional period, after the promotional streams are done, that this airbrush will go to the missus, because she's been wanting to get into airbrushing and getting into that side of things, and it's gonna be nice because they're sending us the compressor and the airbrush. It's like a whole setup, so it'd be perfect. I'll use it. I'll try not to destroy it in the 2 days that I have it, and then it'll go to her for her to use, and then I'll keep using my that one's working pretty good. So anyways, okay. Thanks for joining me, folks. Let's find someone to raid. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go start the weekend. Emma's very excited. We're going to be watching How to Train Your Dragon 2. She's been very into How to Train Your Dragon. So, let's see here. Oh, speaking of motivation to get out into the garden, let's go raid Yankee Axe, Sunrise and Coffee. He is in the garden. Get this raid going. Okay, my friends, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday, or see you on Monday. Till then, bye-bye.